Welcome back to Elden Ring.
Kirok is still wearing his pink underwear. He's ready to go.
Yes. And the third tower, we should really investigate that.
We tried. It's still sealed off.
Even after this mission.
Yep.
Huh.
Rena's Rise is still sealed off.
I must have been in the middle of looking up a quest line for you.
You might have been.
That.
But yeah, we went back there. It's still sealed.
Huh.
I think it was right before we were fighting the dragon.
Begging for another lesson, so
Last one. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
So, you had Nepheli drink the potion? Truly? Then perhaps something was amiss with it. It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but perhaps I should review the recipe. I may have expected too much of her to begin with. You break into a man's private chambers, rooting about as you please.
You don't?
Your fishness knows no bounds. Fine and well. You tricked Nepheli and had her drink the potion. I believe that makes you my accomplice. You yearn for a puppet of your own. Well, normally one of your stature would never be allowed. But perhaps I can make a very special...
Are you saying I'm short?
Now, choose.
Jawrite puppet. Or Finger Maiden Theralina. One of Celis's puppets. Use a summoned Finger Maiden Theralina, spirit of Finger Maiden who never met the tarnished she was meant to guide. Uses healing incantations and holy water pots, but she is not a fighter by nature and is ill suited to battle. A maiden without a tarnished without a maiden, and yet no guide to bring them together.
So she sounds more like a defensive healer
Yep.
than a attacker.
Yep. Jawrite puppet. Jar White puppet. One of Celis's puppets used to summon the spirit of a man who wished to become the innards of a living jar. A jar-hurling specialist who throws all manner of pots and jars. The warrior jar once told the nameless man this: "You are not ready to join the warriors inside. No, you must apply yourself, better yourself, and one day I will return for you." Huh.
So he wants to be inside. Is that some kind of sexual fetish he has?
No, I'm pretty sure it's from what we learned from Alexander, they put the remains of dead heroes in there.
So he wants to be a hero so he could join other heroes inside of a jar.
Mm-hmm. And if what I recall correct is true, they eventually become a new hero altogether. Are reborn, essentially, I think.
That sounds like a sexual fetish. I'm sorry.
Look, man, to each their own, all right? I mean, he's got a jar on his head.
Maybe. It sounds like some odd offshoot of Boar.
I mean, it sounds like your kind of thing, man. I'm just saying.
I'm not into Boar! Dude, come
look,
on, no!
I don't know. I don't know your life, all right?
I'm into Sundaris.
He admitted it. You all heard it. He admitted it.
That's why I'm drawn to them.
I've called it. I knew it. So what do we want? Do we want the Finger Maiden or do we want the puppet? Or the jar white?
I will say the more offensive one than the defensive one.
Doesn't say what kind of pots it throws, though. Just says all manner. You know, I'm looking him up for me because I'm curious. Does it tell us what he throws?
Jar white?
Because if he's just going to throw, like, the magic ones, why don't I just keep the imps around?
does... Wait, okay, let's just see Jar White or Finger Maiden.
I assume the third one would have probably been a much better option. Which is why it's sealed off behind, doing something extra.
According to a person on Reddit, Jar White is kind of useless, quote unquote, and more for flavor. He floats around and occasionally throws jars, aka grenades. He won't be of much, if any, help against bosses because he's way too passive. The Finger Maiden can heal you, so it's a nice trade between the FP spent summoning her and the HP gained. She is not suited for combat.
She does cost more, too. She's 82 versus the 60.
So, maybe the Finger Maiden summon her in combat, and then she will heal you?
She also throws holy water pots. Like, this specifies what she throws. The Jar White does not. Which is what was confusing me here. It sounds like it could be random, so it might be good, it might be bad against whatever he's throwing it at. Like, it could be something that's just completely immune to whatever the element he's using is. Whereas, at least with this, we have the way to just be like, oh, we're fighting something that needs to take, holy damage? Bring her in. She'll work fine.
Whatever one you want, dude.
I think I like the idea of the control for the Finger Maiden better, honestly.
Okay.
Although, why this guy has a Finger Maiden for a puppet, I don't know. You mind telling me what else there was, too? What that third one was? What that one did?
Dolores the Sleeping Arrow puppet. I was just going to look it up.
I'm assuming an archer just because she has arrows, but I could be wrong.
One of Selviz's favorite puppets used to summon the spirit of Dolores the Sleeping Arrow. Oh. She causes sleep.
Well, sleeping is in the name, isn't it?
Yes.
Does she use a bow? What does she use?
Let me... I don't quite know.
Does the image not show anything?
No, the image is just the other two with, like, the ghostly image of them head drooped down, arms at their side. No.
Kind of surprised it doesn't give you more detail to work with. Going down.
Oh, short bow.
Okay, so it is a bow.
Yep. Yep, it says that in her description.
Want to give us the description?
Spirit of a handsome archer dressed in the style of a man, called the Silent Hunter by some. She fires Saint Trina's arrows from her short bow. Dolores once belonged to Round Table Hold, where she was both both a critic and a fan of Gideon the All-Knowing. It was because of her that he and Civilis went their separate ways.
Huh. Interesting. Alright, so where is Blythe down here? Because I have no idea where he's hiding. Is that spot still marked on the map out of curiosity? No. Alright. Yeah, can you look up where Blythe is at?
Blythe?
Yeah, because I thought he should be down here somewhere, but I don't know where. Blaidd, I think.
Yeah, I'm on it, but I'm just going where, we saw him in the first meeting, okay? The Forlorn Hound Evergall.
Did it.
We saw. We did that, okay? The third meeting in the Three Sisters.
Did it.
The fourth meeting will be at Sealfra River.
That's where we are, but where?
The southern north, the southernmost Hallowhorn Grounds.
The fuck is Hallowhorn Grounds?
He is standing near a cliff below the aqueduct above.
We never picked this up somehow.
So look for an aqueduct.
Well, that's not an aqueduct, I guess. That's just a pillar.
And he will be by...
We never cleaned this place out. Weird.
What happened?
You know what? I cleaned it out with the other character. That's what I'm remembering.
Ah.
There was nothing down here.
By the way, how far are we in Alexander's quest?
He was on his way to the festival, was the last thing I remember him saying.
In Gale Tunnel?
We finished his Gale Tunnel. That was the last place we saw him.
Okay, so... Blythe's quest is involved with advancing Alexander's quest.
Well, there you go. We can't do anything there then for the time being. Since we're in the middle of Blythe's at the moment. Okay, alright. I thought the second shot was going to kill him. I don't know. Easy enough to get back. Okay, that's annoying. I thought I sat at that thing, but I guess I didn't. Gotta
Why
get
must
back
why
to the
why
past.
why must film software be so sad?
About what?
Everything.
What do you mean?
I just took a peek at the next two steps of Blythe's storyline, and
I mean, they kind of all usually end in a bad way.
why?
Well, because what would the fun be in everything ending happily? It's a more interesting story if things don't go well.
I guess.
Besides, like, what is more interesting? A character just constantly having everything done well and being happy with everything, or a character struggling and trying to overcome something, whether they succeed or fail?
I mean, like, I want to. It's not that, but
We'll cross the bridge when we get to it. No need to
Yeah.
spoil anything.
yeah. But I mean, like, Blythe isn't a disappointing. His is just sad, I want to say.
I mean, the only thing we know so far, according to that mask, is that he's an assassin. Whether or not he's there to assassinate somebody else or whoever Ronnie points him toward is unknown, at least to me at this point.
Very slight spoiler. It does not have anything to do with him being an assassin.
Okay, interesting. So that means he was previously assassin before being in Ronnie's employ, I guess. So I'm going to assume this is our aqueduct.
Supposedly he is on a cliff below the aqueduct above. And that's the way the guide phrases it.
He's on a cliff where?
Let me
Give me
just
the
find
exact
it.
wording.
Let me just find it again. Head for Silver River and find blood just north of the southernmost hollow horn grounds in Silver River, standing near a cliff below the aqueduct above.
A cliff below the aqueduct above.
Yes, that's how the guide phrases it.
I don't know what that means. Like, there's no aqueduct here. This is like a dam almost. And below, there's no cliff.
Are you north of the southernmost Hollowhorn grounds?
I don't know what the Hollowhorn grounds are.
Okay. So if we find Hollowhorn grounds, big ol' crap.
Honestly, kind of surprised they didn't break his place.
Ooh.
Little crabs.
Oh crap! I forgot to tell you that. Well, I know this is going to be out on YouTube like around December or January of 2022, 2023, like sometime around there. But back in early back in early October, Mega Man X Dive had a Monster Hunter Rise crossover,
Okay.
and I got two characters with Monster Hunter armor on, and they're kind of good.
I'm disappointed.
but
They're only kind of good.
but I was just thinking, what would Monster Hunter Rise think about those giant crabs?
They'd be a joke.
Oh. Because, like, their giant crabs are, like,
Bigger, for one.
the size of 747s.
I wouldn't say that big, but definitely, like, I'm gonna say, like, a good dump truck sized.
Ah, okay.
Not enough, alright.
And they have, like, 4 claws. They shoot, like, water beams.
They do shoot water beams. They also dig underground and hit you from below.
Hmm.
3 hits to put him down. Or 1 good back hit.
Ooh.
Maybe that's the aqueduct? I don't know.
Maybe?
This is still considered soy for a riverbank.
From the way the guide made it sound, that Hollowhorn grounds are in Sophia River.
Doesn't help me. There's apparently a lot of this. Drop you. Wrong class, but whatever. Alright, what's up here?
Yeah, what is around here?
Possibly an item, for one.
Okay.
2 items. Arteria leaf. Inverted hawk heater shield. Huh.
Hmm.
Try jumping. To what?
Yeah.
There's
Wait,
a little
wait.
thing there, but that just takes me right back down to where I was.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let me see this shield. Venus-sized metal shield, easier to handle than a kite shield. The inverted hawk is the emblem of the company of slaves ordered to explore the Eternal City. Huh. And there's no regular hawk. We only have this one with the beast. Interesting. Inverted hawk. Also remember, when you were talking about, like, why is it always sad? Dark Souls and most of those series like this are usually based around Berserk.
Uh,
Don't forget that part.
yeah, and Berserk isn't the happiest of stories.
Definitely not. But, you know, the highest highs and the lowest lows you can only really appreciate from being there.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a map.
The map. The map. We found the map.
I'm going to assume this is the whole map, too. I don't think there's another one.
Oh.
That looks like a boss.
Do you
Oh,
want
here we go. Hallowhorn Grounds. There you go.
Do you want to take the boss down on the next episode?
Don't you mean the next session at this point?
Well, episode for people on YouTube, session for people on Twitch.
Let's give this one a go, and if we live, we live. If we die, we die.
Okay.
Because this
To the
definitely
boss.
feels like a boss.
Okay, extended episode.
Extended by like 3 seconds.
Wait. Well, like, nah. I mean,
Or he's not a boss? Could this be dog? Not a boss. Okay.
huh.
Seemed very likely to be a boss. Alright, so wait, what did you say about Blade? Where is he supposed to be again? Because this is a Hollowhorn ground. We found the thing.
He is. Let me see. It was like double directions.
I don't understand why you just don't have it open on a, like, 70-second tab like I would.
Dude, you have way too many tabs.
Yes, but I'd be able to find exactly what I want to in seconds.
He is north of the southernmost Hollowhorn grounds.
You know what? I think I see him. Blythe. There you are, buddy.
So we will get to him on the next episode of Elden Ring.
Yeah, we'll just leave him off right here.
Yep. So until then, we'll catch everybody later.
Blythe, I'm over here. Hey, buddy, come on. Wave back, Blythe. Come on. I'm still here. Hey.